Hey everybody, welcome to the Wolfe Pit. Hey, today we're gonna make stuffed pork loin with bacon, apple, cornbread stuffing. So first of all, what we have to do is butterfly our pork loin. So we're gonna cook this fat side up. So we're gonna make sure our seam where we start the butterfly is down here, almost halfway to the halfway point. So what you can do is take a sharp knife and just start making small cuts. You don't need to rush this. Just want to keep your knife and follow the line, and make sure you keep your finger in there. Make sure you have a nice uniform piece, not too thick, not too thin. And you just want to continue this process until the whole thing is butterflied. Just follow your finger around and unroll the hunk of meat as you're cutting. Each cut, you'll be able to roll it a little bit more. Just keep cutting, follow that line until this is perfectly flat. That's all there is to butterflying. Okay, now we have our pork loin butterflied. We're gonna go ahead and salt and pepper the inside. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and start laying out our stuffing and our pork loin. A handful in the middle. Let me get another handful here. All right, and as we're spreading this out, you don't wanna get it too close to the edge, otherwise it's all gonna blow out when you cook it. So we're gonna flatten this out. All right, after we have our stuffing flattened out evenly, we're gonna go ahead and start rolling this up. There you go, that's all there is to it. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this tied up. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and tie up our pork loin. And what I've done here is just a square knot. So basically, the only thing you do is you have your string, you hold it where you wanna tie your next one, and you loop it around here. Underneath, you bring your string back, you pull it from underneath, pull it tight. You continue this process until the whole pork loin's tied. Simple as that. You don't want to pull these too tight. The stuffing's going to expand and the meat's going to shrink as it's cooking. You're going to blow out all your stuffing. So you just want to pull it, fairly tight, but not too tight. All right, we have our pork loin tied up. Now we're gonna go ahead and season the outside with some salt and pepper. All right, there we go. So we're gonna put this in the fridge until we're ready to cook it. All right, I took our pork loin out of the fridge about an hour ago, let it sit on the counter to start warming up. So we're going to put this into a 350 degree oven until it gets to 145 degrees. I've chunked up a half a stick of butter and put it in the bottom of the pan here, and we're going to make some gravy with that when we're done. Alright, our pork loin is done, and we pulled it out at 145. Now we're going to tin it with foil and let it rest. We're going to slice it up, and we're going to use these pan drippings to make some gravy. Okay, in an effort to keep down on the dirty pans, we're going to go ahead and make our gravy out of the pan drippings here in the same pan that the pork loin was cooked in. So I have this over medium-low heat, and we're going to bring this up to a boil. All right, once our pan drippings come up to a boil, we're going to go ahead and add in a half a cup of flour. We're going to incorporate that into the juices and the fat. All right, now we're going to slowly start to incorporate a little bit of chicken stock in here. Bit of salt and pepper. And our gravy is done. here's our pork loin after it's rested for about 40 minutes. We're going to go ahead and slice into this. See how it turned out. Alright, our stuffed pork loin and our stuffing is done. So we're going to go ahead and ladle a little bit of our gravy over top. Dig into this and see how it turned out. Oh, very tender. Look at that, it just cuts like butter. Look at that, look how moist. That pork is super tender, super juicy. The stuffing is sweet, savory. Oh man, it's so moist, delicious. Let's give it one more bite here. I know this isn't fair, but I'm telling you, this is good. Look how tender that is. Just cutting through there like nothing. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.